Hello, welcome to another episode of the Love Lost series with Linda K. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support, for the likes, the subscription, all the comments. Thank you so much. You're very helpful. All the feedback that I'm getting, even privately. Thank you so much. It is meant so much to me, and we'll continue to journey together. If you're joining us for the first time, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. If you're joining us because you've recently lost a loved one, we're so sorry for your loss. Our thoughts and prayers are with you and your family. Thank you so much. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for being open-minded and listening. This is an avenue where we're going to let you grieve, let you express your emotion, let you mourn because something happened. Somebody was here and they're no longer here. Life can continue. Everybody can go back to what they're doing, but you're affected, seriously affected. Your life has been impacted. That is huge. And so we're going to acknowledge that yes, something has happened to you. We're going to talk about how you're feeling. We're going to talk about the things to expect around this time. If you have support, that's great. That's really helpful. Thank you to all those who are surrounding you right now. If you don't have support and you love watching us from the comfort of your home, you're not alone. There's a whole community through this channel that is supporting you, that is sending all their thoughts and prayers to you. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Today I just want to talk about, I'm talking mostly to the people that are supporting those who have lost and lost. What is okay to say and what's not. I really want to emphasize that grief is not a sign of weakness. So if you know someone that's grieving, it is their love lost. It is what they're feeling because their life has been impacted by someone that was here and it's no longer here. And so thank you for supporting them. Thank you for listening. Do not judge them. Oftentimes people say things like, I know how you feel. So for instance, if you're visiting someone, if you're coming to support someone who has just lost her husband, please don't say I know how you feel. Especially if you're going to go home to your own husband. You don't know how they feel. Instead of saying I know how you feel, you can say I can only imagine how you feel. I don't know how you feel, but I'm here to support. Is there anything that I can do to help you? That helps. And even if you have lost your husband too, you don't know how you feel, how they feel. Your relationship with your husband was different with their relationship with them. Your husband may have died in a different circumstance than theirs have died. Because we're emphasizing that grief affects people differently and people respond differently, it's really important that we pay attention to that. That we're sensitive to that. So let's try to say, you can either say, I don't know how you feel. I don't know what's going to help, but I'm here for anything if you need. You can say, I can only imagine what you're feeling. I'm so sorry for your loss. Do we see the difference in those two statements as opposed to, I know how you feel? A lot of people say that. Maybe I've said that even once in my life, but we learn, we evolve. And that's why we do a group support, because in our shared experiences, we'll learn a thing or two. Another thing that I wanted to tell us about what's okay and what's not. Oftentimes, people encourage you to move on. I don't think that's right, because I don't think you'll ever move on. You can encourage them to move forward. See the difference? Moving on as opposed to moving forward. They can move forward. That's hope. That's one step in front of another. That's what we're encouraging them to do. We have no idea what's ahead waiting for them. But moving on is almost like you're dismissing, that person died and they're gone, so move on. No, we don't move on. We move forward with hope for the future. I don't know if you guys get the difference. So the little things that people say that may come across to the person that's grieving as offensive, your intention is not to upset them. Your intention, you're trying to be supportive. There's no, we don't know these things, right? And another thing is most people say, oh, I had so-and-so lost so-and-so. I've not been able to call them because I don't know what to say. That's normal. You don't know what to say. But you know what? Show up. Just show up. I know it's the pandemic, we may not be able to show up, but phone them. Let the conversation go the way it goes. So if someone has lost someone and you're thinking, I'm not going to call them because I don't know what to say, no, please phone them. Stay on the phone. If they pick up the phone and they're sobbing, let them sob. I'm so sorry for your loss. My thoughts and prayers are with you. Those are the little things you can say. And then get off the phone. Make it brief. But guess what? You have called them. You have shown support. You've reached out to someone that's just wanted somebody to check on them to make sure they're okay. So please don't be intimidated by grief that you don't reach out. Sometimes you have nothing to say. This pandemic, we used to just show up and just hug the person. Just give them a really tight hug. That's something. You don't have, there's nothing you can say. Nothing you can say is going to change the situation. But we want to be careful what we say. And if we don't say anything, because if I lose someone and I think that I have somewhat of a relationship with you, I'm expecting you to reach out. I don't know whether what you're going to say is going to make me feel better, but I know I'm going to feel better knowing that I have you, that you're there for me. It helps. Post-funeral, weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, he or she gets one phone call here or there. That's not because nobody cares. That's just because we're so intimidated by the grief that we don't know what to say, and so we don't call. And sometimes we're afraid to say the wrong thing, or we're afraid to bring it up. But no, it's okay to, when you phone that person, they're going to tell you how they're feeling. If they don't want to talk, they're not going to take your call, right? And that's okay. But guess what? They know that you called to check on them. If they're not ready to talk, they're not going to talk. But I don't think the decision is for us to make. If we're really, truly wanting to support, it's not our decision to make. It's we show up. And if they're open, and if they're in the place where they want to receive the help, great. Guess what? You showed up, they need the help, you helped someone. If you show up and they don't, you did. He or she is going to remember that you showed up. So that's another thing that I wanted us to clarify today. And yeah, and I want to hear from you, like, are people feeling the same way? Another great way to express support, if you don't know what to say, or if you're not sure about what to say, assure them, give them some assurance. I'm only a phone call away. That helps. They may not use it. And if they don't call you in a week or two, don't think that, I offered my help and she didn't take it. No. The grieving, it's a journey. There's so many things that's hitting them. They're going to get there when they get there. But what is more important is that you have showed up, you have offered support, and they know that they can rely on your support. It is helpful. It is helpful. In my community, it's great because, like, growing up as a little girl, my mom, if there was ever a death, from around the people that we know, we were sending food to that family, like, for even months sometimes after they've lost the loved one, until you can tell that the person has gone back to their real normal routine. But that's something that taught me a lot as growing up. I'm doing this now and it's just coming to me. That was my mom's way of supporting. And it's still very common in my community. People will use, and that's great. That is something. If someone is grieving so bad that they cannot get out of bed, imagine if you show up with food. That is abundantly helpful. That is unforgettable. That's meaningful. That is good that you did that. So I don't want to make the video really long because I've had some feedback that some of the videos are really long. I just wanted to give those pointers on, for those of us that support people that are grieving, what is okay to say, and those little things that we don't realize that it's really important to do. This channel is all things grief, those different avenues. A lot of people have requested for what they'd like us to talk about, so we're going to do that in the next weeks. But thank you so much. If you've recently lost someone, our thoughts and prayers are with you. If you're watching this, kudos. That's your first step. This is the support. That's baby steps. One step. Take your time. Whenever you're ready. Baby steps. Which makes me think about another topic, just talking about this, is work bereavement times when you've lost someone. Can you imagine? Some places only give you 3 days. Like, seriously, I'm supposed to have lost someone, dealt with it, buried them, and be back to work in 3 days? Let me not get into that. That's a whole different episode. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned. Be encouraged, someone. It's going to be okay. One day at a time. You're not alone. The Love Lost series is a community. We're here as a community to support you through your grief. So thank you so much for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.